Dream Team, it's Thursday. What's happening? I appreciate you guys. It's a cold one out there tonight. Hopefully you guys are warm and you guys are ready to get some game. I'm super excited. Anthony Lee, A. Lee Real Estate. We got the young OG jumping on tonight, Derek Boone. What's up, homie? How you? Hopefully everything worked out with the tenants and whatnot. Hit me up because I got a contact for you. We could rap about. I just had a situation with a tenant actually this week, so just hit me up and I could give you that info. We ain't taking no nonsense in 2022, man. But like I said, definitely excited about the night. We got Derek Boone jumping in tonight. We're gonna be talking about, the plays for 2022 and how we are gonna level up. The question is, are you challenging yourself? Are you thinking big enough? I know a lot of people think about real estate investing or even just buying a house, and a lot of people put fear in front of the goal or all the what ifs. Yeah, that's crazy. That's definitely crazy. But a lot of people, I know that they'll put like other people's thoughts, other people's opinions in front of their goals. And it's crazy because it's like, the things that you listen to, the things that, or the people you surround yourself with, sometimes they can hinder you. So you got to be mindful of what you tell yourself, what you're listening to, the people you're having conversations with, because at the end, it's on you. And you don't want to look up 3 years, 5 years from now and be like, damn, I could have did this. I should have did that. So, in 2022, let's figure out how to take action. Let's figure out how to put the steps in place so that we could chase our goals. For myself, I just purchased my first 6-unit apartment building this year, literally on Monday on MLK's birthday. I didn't think it was possible that I'd be buying an apartment building this soon. I honestly didn't, really have it on my bucket list just yet. I thought it was something I needed to do 10 years from now, but come to find out, I was able to do it and ready to do it because it's the same process as doing a 1-bedroom house. I mean, a 2-bedroom, 3-bedroom house. Only difference is the numbers are bigger. And you have to be a little more disciplined and strategic in regards to the lender that you're using because, it's one thing to need a down payment for a $60,000 house. It's another thing to need a down payment for a house that's a few $100,000. But it's literally the same steps, the same process. The goal, the risk is a little bigger, but the profit is even greater. So, you got to ask yourself again, are you pushing to be bigger? Are you pushing to be better? Or are you just, getting by? And with that said, he is here, Derek Boone, DS Boone, the young OG. Give him a second. There you go.
Yo, what's up?
What's going on, man? How you?
I'm all right. You know what's crazy? I had text you. I'm like, we still good? And then I started having this conversation with somebody about these houses out Oakland, California. I'm like, oh, it's 8:34. I didn't stop playing.
Yeah. No, it happened. It's all good. I had got caught up myself because I ain't answered your text till 8:30. Me and the young boys was playing video games, and I'm like, yo, all right, y'all got to go to bed, and I got to get to do this live. So I appreciate you, taking the time out, man.
I appreciate you, bro. Definitely, you already know.
Nah, but even so, we was just talking about goals and dreams for 2022, and I was expressing to people like, yo, in 2022, you got to really lock in and put yourself in position where you're not worried about all the what ifs. You're not worried about all the things that could go wrong. Like, so can you talk about? I always use you as an example. Like, came in the game, pushed the limit, and was like, yo, I know about buying a house. I know about single families, but I'm going to do it once or twice. It ain't like you was like, I don't need to do this 5 times to figure it out.
No.
Next thing you know, you start doing multifamilies, flips, wholesaling, new construction. Now you get new construction. So it's like, can you talk about that mindset or that process of, how did you avoid the negativity or how did you avoid the scared mindset?
All right, so first and foremost, everybody share this out with 10 people. Let's already start this. Let's run this up real quick. That's first and foremost. The second thing is, and comment done when y'all finish, right? The second thing is, I'm going to be honest with you. Me and my man, we live by this thing, no small ball. We're not playing no small ball. And I feel like, me and you talked about this. I got this problem where I'm trying to scale fast. Like, I got an issue with me, right? Y'all don't got to be the same way. If I got an issue, I got to scale fast. Like, I'm not trying to be in the same spot for too long. It kind of bothers me a little bit. So that's one thing that kind of pushed me because I was like, all right, this is cool, but how can I get to the next level a little faster? So and for everybody watching, you got to be mindful of that, because sometimes it's good to be on a nice pace. But for me, I was trying to scale fast. I was meeting up with different people, talking to different people, just trying to get as much game as possible so I can scale a little bit faster. But one thing that I realized is early on that the process is the same. It's just the money may be a little bit different. You know what I mean? So like you said, we was doing the singles and stuff like that. I'm like, all right, now what about the multis? Or what about, like, for example, I remember like this. It's what I want everybody to understand is like everybody comment same. Like, if the process is the same for a lot of stuff. Like, for example, I'm doing a realtor deal, $3-4 grand, whatever. And then my man was like, yo, listen, I just made 10,000, 15,000. I'm like, how you do that? He said, I had wholesalers done. I'm like, how'd it go? How'd it break down? Right. It's the same effing process. The same process. I'm like, right. So we just did the same thing. Not to mention, I probably did a little bit more work. And I made 4 grand, you made 10. Right. So that's when I had to switch. I'm like, okay, let me switch to this. Like, not totally 100% switch, but let me switch to this and put some other people in position to handle this piece of it too, the realtor stuff. So what I want people to understand is, like, for me, I just evaluate, apples to apples, oranges aren't. Like, for a lot of stuff that we be doing, we be trying to do, it's the same process. Let's just figure out what is the more bread. And one thing I learned early on from just from reading, I tap into like Gary Keller, the One Thing and all that stuff, like how to get highest and best use of your time. Right. So, for example, if we're doing the same process and make you 5,000, and I'm doing the same process and this will get you 10,000, let's focus on this. Let's put get our highest and best use time and put it towards that. So that's what I kind of started doing. And then it was like, okay, I literally just was texting my guy who's telling me about these cribs out Oakland. And I was like, at this point, we only doing and this is not for everybody. And this, for some people, they won't even touch the stuff that I'm doing. I'm only doing deals if it's at least $500,000 and up. Ooh. Like, the ARV got to be like the one project I'm working on now is 550. The other project I'm working on 550. The other project I'm working on 500. This deal I'm about to close right now 550. Everything got to be half, because it's the same process. Right. The down payment may be a little bit bigger, but it's the same process. And we know how we can finagle the money. You don't even got to really come out the check. So it's like, why not go a little bit bigger? You know what I mean? Right. So and from that process, it's funny you say that. Like you said, you'll look up. You've done a couple deals this way. You've done a couple deals that way. Now when you put it all together, you're more comfortable. You learn the process. But now it's like, yo, I can set the bar here. Exactly. Because I've done A, B, and C, and I know now I could do one deal and make that same bag. But before I was working twice as hard doing 4 deals to make that bag. Exactly. And now the difference is, like you said, you go from a place of operating from urgency out of, it's almost like you're operating from a fight or flight mode. Like, I need a check tomorrow. I'm taking this deal. Exactly. Now you're in position where these deals are feeding you for the next 3 months, 6 months, and you don't need to take every deal, and you can be more picky. Exactly. Or not even be picky. Let me not say picky. You can have standards, business standards. So like you said, that 40,000 spread might not be enough, but now if I scale up, now the spread go from 40 to 6 figures, and now I got a lot more cushion to fall if something goes wrong, because I still could make 60, 80 grand if I started at 6 figures. But if you start at 40 grand, but again, don't get it twisted. You got to crawl before you walk, walk before you run. So like Boone said, at least get in the game and figure it out, but don't just think you got to stay here. And I tell people, I stayed at a certain spot because I was comfortable. And the other part, I was one of them people, I had a window where I was scared to fail to push myself over the hump. And it was like, damn, once I finally jumped over the fence, you come off the steps. It was like, I've been depriving myself all this time of these opportunities. It's crazy. Yo, I was on live talking about this early this morning, and I literally missed out on missed out on $2 million deals because, one, I thought the numbers was a little bit higher, and I thought the numbers was just a little bit higher than it should have been, and they actually were perfect, and the numbers was just made me feel uncomfortable. The down payment made me feel comfortable. The whole numbers just was a little bigger than what I was comfortable with. Come to find out, these turned into million. Both of them was $900,000 a piece. Each one nine. But they were on my, like, we cold called them. I met with the owner. I walked through the property, and when we walked through, I'm just like, dang, this purchase price is kind of hefty. So I missed out on it. But now I realized, like, and this happened a year and a half ago, and I'm like, yo, man, it's the same price. It's just the money. The money may be a little bit higher, but what I want everybody to understand is once you understand how to find good deals, I'm realizing now that the money is going to find you. And I want everybody to really listen to this piece. There are more people with money than there are good deals. There are more people with money. Drop a fire emoji if you caught. That might went over some people's head. There are more people with money than there are good deals. When you got a good deal, you in a position with a good piece. There are going to be people trying to give you money. Lenders, look, I'll fund 100% of that. I just need a piece that I know it's going to work out. Look, I'll partner up with you. Look, listen, do you need this? There's so many people that's going to want to jump on there. So what I realized is like, yo, don't even worry about the money. Just find the good deals. And then back to what you said, like we can be picky with deals. And one of the honest reasons we picky with deals is because we find this stuff all day, every day. And everybody may not want to do this, like take it to this next level. I feel like every single person should at least understand the model is the wholesale model, because we literally, like, we got one deal. We waiting for the other contract. We got basically possibly 3 deals on the contract that we getting deals all the time. Right. All the time. So when you understand how to find deals and understand how to analyze deals, now you can be like, all right, I'll skip out on this today because we might find something tomorrow. I'll skip out on this today because we might find something tomorrow. And you don't got to take it to the next level as where I want to close them out. I want to actually run a whole business behind it. But if you know how to find stuff, so just bare minimum, I know how to find my own stuff. That's all. I just know how to find my own deals. You don't really start stressing over, like you said, we got to, all right, dang, this deal just came out. I got to take it. This deal came out. I got to take it. Next, you know, KR on here, he was talking about this. He said, sometimes we start grabbing so many deals that come up, our money just burn a hole in our pocket. Then when a big deal come, you need 80,000, 100,000 down payment. You ain't got the money. You ain't got the money. Now you can't really play ball on the $1 million moves because you spend all the 10s and 20s over and over and over again.
So, but to your point though, learning what you just hit a big note earlier in regards to if you find the deals, there's more people with money than there are good deals. Mm-hmm. So from that perspective, if you can find the deals, the money will find you, but you have to be patient enough to strategically put the deal together. Mm-hmm. So what that means is, and I know you just dropped your ebook on how to use other people's money, right?
Facts.
Right, and that link is in your bio?
Yeah, the link is you can go to OpMeBook.com or just click the link in my bio.
Right, so definitely check that out. And you ran a special today too for that.
Say again?
You ran a special for that today too, didn't you?
It's only $47. $47.
To teach people how to use other people's money to put money back in their pocket?
Yeah, it's crazy. They keep telling me I'm crazy for it, but it is what it is.
Listen, so I did using other people's money by accident because, to your point, my money was tied up and I found a decent deal that was so decent, I asked for help. And for me, I didn't realize at the time it was a humbling thing for me to ask for help. And I got so much help, I had more money than I needed to go do another deal after that. So it's like, if you can find the deals and make it make sense for people, listen, you go partner. You don't necessarily have to always have the credit or have the money, but you partner with somebody. Look, I found a deal. I know how to do the construction and rehab. I know how to sell the property when we're done or refinance it. Hey, can you give me $30,000? I'll give you a return at the end of 6 to 8 months.
I give 30 plus another 5, or 30 plus another 8, something like that.
Right. Whatever.
Ray wasn't going to do nothing in their account anyway.
Because, like you said, more people have money than they have deals and opportunity. So again, if I can show you how to make money, and not to mention in something that is damn near guaranteed, as long as I do the right things, and that's the other thing I want people to be cautious of. When you're borrowing people's money, please, 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 make sure your house is in order, as LeVar would say. Make sure you ain't got no leaks in your roof, And what that means is don't go borrowing John's money, Chrissy's money, whoever's money, and you know you got your own bills past due. Borrowing other people's money is an opportunity and a blessing. So when you get it, it literally can be a game changer for you. And I'm saying it's been a game changer for me. I'll, share. I've been borrowing people's monies for the past 2 years. I pay back all my investors plus their profit. It's been times where the deal go left, I'll lose my profit just to make sure everybody is whole and gets what I
honorable.
Thank you. So it's like when you get that, that's why when I just had the opportunity, I just bought my first 6 unit on Monday.
Nice. Hey, there we go. Nice. Everybody say congrats.
Appreciate it. So I bought my first first apartment building this year with none of my personal money. I made 2 phone calls. One person said they had to get back to me. The other person said, yo, how much you need and when you need it. I said, wait, hello, say it again. She said, how much you need and when you need it. I said, I need it literally in like, I told her like 2 weeks. She was like, all right, no problem. Just meet up with me. We'll figure it out. Send me the documents. Easiest deal I did in my life, and then not to mention the profit on it, because like you said, the value of the deal. Listen, like you said, I honestly don't know. I don't even know if I want to mess with single families no more.
Bro, yo, you really think about it, right? I've done single family deals, and after you refinance it, right, you can cash out 30, 40, 50,000. If the crib is only worth 150 when it's done, and you all in the loan 100,000, like you can't pull out 100 grand out of if it's only that much spread. Right. I've done deals where I'm pulling out $100 and some $1,000 out of a refi on the cash out, and we still cash flowing a lot of money. Right. But you can't do that unless the crib is solid.
Got that much meat on the bone, right? But to your point, again, I'm telling my newbies, take them singles and stack them, because again, you got to build your portfolio. So when you talk to these lenders, you got something to stand on. And the funny thing is, they don't care if you profitable, honestly, or not. They just want to know that you've been through the process and you understand and you've paid back the money. What is your process on paying back somebody? Are you trustworthy, honorable enough to pay them back? So again, they'll work with you from there. But the key is you do that and you keep growing. Like you said, KR, I tell you, like he get on everybody. You ain't buying no multifamilies, no apartment buildings. Like, yo, we don't even look at that. But again, single families is good. And then I also want to share with you when you learn other opportunities. So I like single families because for me personally, I don't like dealing with multiple personalities and people in the buildings. So, yo, you could get a property manager. You could get somebody to deal with them. But I don't know. It's just, for me, I just
like whatever works for. I know this dude, he got 600 or 700. Don't quote me on. He got 600 and 700 singles.
Ooh. But
I know this dude. He got 600 and 700. You got to do what works for you, and it's just him and one other partner.
Right.
You so what works for you. I want to say something too. While I was on top of my, I want to forget. For people that just starting out, like you said, those lenders are gonna like that you have some singles, that you have something. I'm gonna tell you real life story, right? Real life story. This lender that I'm dealing with today, they helped me out a lot. When I first got started, when I first got started with them, I didn't have a whole bunch of rehabs when I flips, all that stuff going on. You know what that's a lot of water bills. You know what let them want to work with me? I had sat down and had a meeting with them before they wanted to lend with me. And I was like, I haven't done any rehabs. This is gonna be my first full gut rehab. I did some lipstick, like literally we painted and put some cabinets, like they don't count. So yeah, so he was like, yo, I said, look, listen, for the past X amount of years, I've been helping other investors know how to make money. One of my homies called me today. He asked me to analyze the deal. He said, he's a real investor. He said, you the numbers guy. I said, because I'm the numbers guy, because for years, I've been helping other people make money, close on their houses, do their thing. My job is to find the deals. My job is to analyze the deals. Sometimes find a lender for you, put everything together in a nice package. Here, you should buy this, you're going to make money. So I'm tying that back to people that didn't get started, maybe like, yo, I don't own 2-3 houses yet. I don't own one house yet. Why would a lender want to mess with me? I'm discouraged. I don't want to do it. But if you actually understand the real estate basis itself, That I'm gonna be honest. That's the only reason why they messed me. They said, you know what? I'm willing to take a risk on this guy because he knows his stuff like the back of his hand. He knows his ARVs. He knows the percentages. He knows what the construction cost is going to be. He can eyeball. He knows because I've been doing this. I've been helping people make money so much. Now it's time for me to make myself some money, long game, long-term money, and that's what helped me. So for people that's on here, like I'm telling you, just get your foot in, analyze the deal every day, look at the market every single day. Maybe do some deals where you either wholesaling or if you got a license, be the agent some way, just be a part of it because that will hold some weight when you're talking to somebody. Hey, look, listen, have you done any deals? No, I haven't closed any deals myself, but I have a portfolio helping other investors make millions of dollars. I'm the one that was first in on that project. I'm the one that go ahead and analyze it. I'm the one that found the deal. I was going to closing for them. They made me their power attorney. I'm the one that was going ahead and doing this. While their project was going on, I was going to scene every single day. I was meeting the contract. What's the difference? My name just wasn't on the contract, but there's no difference.
Right. But I think people also got to keep in mind, I don't think they peep. You doing all those things you were doing by helping others, providing the service, you were getting on the job training and getting paid to help people. But
I was getting a stipend.
But the game changer was you were learning and building your resume at the same token. So again, for some people, it's like, yo, I want to do this, I want to do that. I get it. But yo, maybe take a step back and learn how to do it and help other people, because when you do that, all you do is keep practicing your reps. But now you minimize your risk. For some people, they can't take the risk, they can't take the hit. So now you get to minimize your risk. So, again, the other parts of that is, if you're not a person who knows how to wholesale or is a realtor, somebody that's a licensed agent, start networking. The network and open yourself up to other doors. It'll put you in different rooms, different positions. This Sunday, I don't know, for people who may not know or do know, we're doing a ride along, me and Lorenzo, in-person real estate boot camp. So literally, we're putting together for you guys to learn from A to Z how to find deals in your market, especially Philadelphia, what hot spots are in Philadelphia to invest in. Then we're going to teach you how to rehab these properties in a 22-step process. From step 1 to step 22, you should be finished and getting a check in your hand. But then we'll also go back and show you how to get business credit. So whether you want to use other people's money or other people's money, meaning the bank's money, you're now investing in real estate, but doing it without having to leverage $20,000, $30,000, $40,000 of your own cash. So now again, what else can't you do? It's nothing you can't do. Again, just set yourself up to win, because look, if it's not me or Derek, somebody's going to be able to give you the information. But again, you got to step out there and ask for the help. Ask for the help in 2022.
You just threw me off. I haven't heard somebody call my first name in a minute. I was like, what the heck are you talking
about? Somebody just asked, is it in person? Yes, it's in person. So if you hit the link in my bio, I'm sorry, it's not coming up in my post, but if I could, I would repost it. But if you hit the link in my bio, you'll be able to see this Sunday in person in Philadelphia, the Investment Blueprint Ride Along. So again, that's going to be Sunday from 9 to 5. It's buy one ticket, get one ticket free. We never did that before, but for this Sunday, for the first time of the year, buy one ticket, get one free. Again, we got...
I say double the price.
Double it tonight? If you don't get the ticket tonight, double it.
I say double it as you get on this live.
Oh, man, look.
You scared to do it. You scared to do it.
I'm going to talk to management. I'm going to talk
to scared to do it.
I need the... You need the... Okay.
Y'all need to jump on. I'm telling you, better double that price. Y'all better jump on that. You can't beat that. But I want, look, bro, listen. Let's go ahead on this ticket. We both gonna get in there.
You definitely get a +1. Buy one, get one free. So basically, y'all split it however y'all do it. But again, the other part to it is we're promising you, especially if you're in position with the credit, you're gonna be able to walk out of there at least with $10K in business credit. And you might walk out. Some people, if they're in position, they're gonna walk out with $50K in business credit. Newt, the entrepreneur, is also pulling up on Sunday, and I know he got plays that he can't wait to share with y'all. So definitely this Sunday, the link in my bio, the link will be up till tomorrow, only till tomorrow. Buy one, get one free. We're going to be knocking that out. I
would definitely beat it. Yo, a lot of people don't know this, right? a lot of people don't know this. I wouldn't be here right now if it wasn't for this guy.
That's not true.
I wouldn't even be here. A lot of people don't know this. I wouldn't even be. Yo, listen. Can I share a story with them?
Go ahead, man.
Yo, so look, check this out, right? I went to this seminar, right? I said, look, listen, I want to learn how to buy some real estate multifamily. He had like a multifamily seminar, duplex seminar, something like that. And I said, I want to learn how to buy some multifamily. I said, let me go to the seminar. I was working at job retirement on, I think like $10 an hour, right? And I said, I want to go to the seminar. It's like what, 2015, 2016, something like that.
2016, I remember. Yeah,
2016. I said, you know, I want to bet on myself, right? I was doing a whole bunch of extra stuff. I said, I want to bet on myself. I went to the seminar and I said, I like this. He dropping some game. I like it, some real stuff. And then what happened was, right, we talked, and I think we set a consultation. You hooked me up with the mortgage guy. I met
with
them.
Alex. I remember that Alex. With Alex.
Yeah, Alex. I remember he was telling me box on Sundays and stuff like that. And we linked up. He said, you got approved for $100,000. I said, bet. But you got this collection on my account. Man, I was so mad. I went to Penn State and I got basically kicked out. They said I owed them some money and then went to collection. So he said, you got $100,000 collection. I mean, you got $100,000 approval only if you pay off that collection. It was like $7,000. I was like, man, I ain't paying the $7,000. I was like, I can't call my mom to pay the $7,000. So I was just like, it's just chalk. Me and you talked and you said, yo, you might not be able to buy this house right now, but you should give the sales side a try. I was like, I'm not, bro. I didn't come here to do this. I came here to, you said, no, you should give it a shot. I went and took the classes, man. I failed my test nine times. I passed on the 10th time. So at that point, I said, I really got to give it a try. And then it just was up from there.
Right.
But if it wasn't for you, I wasn't.
Now, so I tell people, it's funny, like doing what I do now, I could tell certain people that's good for people. Mm-hmm. You're a person that's always been, whatever you was doing, you was going to be helping people. And then in return, you was going to be able to help yourself. So like, to me, real estate is the cheat code where you literally could get rich helping people. So it was like,
our job is just helping.
Right. And the crazy thing, like I said, I could tell like, yo, you were trying to figure it out. But meanwhile, while you figure it out, yo, you be an agent, sell 2-3 cribs or learn to wholesale. That's $7,000 getting paid by somebody else. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Next thing, now, like you said, that $7,000 ain't even a question. You talk about doing deals that ain't even worth. If they ain't worth a half an M, it ain't nothing to talk about. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Like, and that's just in a 6-year span. So it's like, yo, I know a lot of people looking at their situation like, yo, I'm struggling, or
It's been 6 years?
It's 2022.
Wow. I didn't even think about that. Wow.
Because but when you're doing the work, it goes by quick. So like, that's why, like I keep saying to people, I know how you feel right now. The impossible seems impossible. I get it. Mm-hmm. But if you take the first step and at least just try, you're going to look up and be like you said, failed the real estate test 9 times. You looked up a couple months later, you was getting multiple checks in real estate. So it was like, nah, just make your mind up and commit to it. And then you're not alone. You're not the only person that failed. I failed my joint 9 times. Mm-hmm. I
remember you called me. You said, yo, focus on passing one at a time. I remember one time I walked in with my suit and I said, when I walk out of here, I'm going straight to a brokerage. They said, why you got a suit? I said, don't worry about it.
Today is my day.
I walked out with a fair. I said, this stuff is crazy, man.
Yo, but that's how it be. And like you said, just 1 or 2 people to give you some encouragement. That's why when we first started, before you got on, I was telling people, be careful who you tell your dreams to. Be careful who you talk to. And it's not necessarily that people are negative, but they're scared to fail. Mm-hmm. So they're going to be scared for you to fail because they care about you, but they don't realize they're crippling themselves and crippling you. Mm-hmm. So if you talk to a person that like, it ain't no such thing as failure, or what like, no, you told me like a year ago, like at the end of the day, like what's the difference? If I don't got to worry about going to jail or getting killed, I'm trying it.
What we scared about? Yo, to be honest with you, so two things. One, for a lot of us, right? I don't know about you. I don't know about anybody in this live, but for a lot of us, we don't got the Donald Trump play where Donald Trump his dad gave him $2 million. Like a lot of us are really trying to put it together. You know what I mean? Or a lot of us trying to put moves together. So when you already at ground zero, like I say, it's like, would your legs hurt? Would your knees hurt if you jumped off the bed? No, it's going to feel fine. So a lot of us, if we jumped off where we at right now, jumped off the porch, we're not high. It's not like we're jumping off a 30-story building. So you have nothing to lose. I look at this. Before I get into opportunity, and my it's crazy, right? I'm going to look at this deal tomorrow. The purchase price is $850, right? It's $840, excuse me. And it's a nice deal. And the guy that found, he called me and he was like, yo, look at this. I said, you want to, try to put something together, partner with it. We put together the deal. It was 3 of us, right? He sent in a group message. And we're going to look at it tomorrow. And we was like, each person, the day after everything's said and done, the down payment, each person going to put up $83,000. And they like, dang, it's $83,000. I said, let's check. It's only $83,000. They like, nah, bro, Bro, get out of here with that, man. You it's only $83,000.
Right.
Like, how are we gonna put it together? How are we gonna structure it? Like, what we gotta do, what we gotta put together, because a lot of us are scared before we even try, and then you don't even realize you putting your fears on somebody else. If I wasn't strong in it, I'm like, yeah, 83,000. Man, fact, let's leave this alone. No, we're going to check it out. We're gonna look at it, and when we get on a contract, now start putting the money together. Because that's like that thing. You have a how do you move the day before a flight, the day before a trip?
You start packing.
You start moving around.
Right.
Let's get on the all right, let's start school. How are we gonna get this money? How are we gonna put this stuff together? What lenders do we call? What private money we can call? What partnerships we call? What can we go and do? What credit cards we can do? You start thinking about it, you start putting things together. The same way you start running through the whole day. You get so much done the day before a flight, is ridiculous. Let's start moving the same way every single day. And then, like you said, the other second part, you said you got to be mindful who you tell stuff to. This is facts. And it's not that somebody want to see you fail. It's just that their fears and their insecurities rub off on you, or just naturally get told to you out of fear of them. And and to be honest with you, I tell people this all the time, right? I tell people this all the time. You honestly know what that person's going to say, to be honest with you. Like, for example, if you single family guy, you heavy single family guy, and I'm thinking about buying this 20-unit apartment building.
They ain't gonna have nothing to say to you. Nothing.
But if I know you're the single family guy, why would I even talk to you? No disrespect to you. I know that's not your case, but no disrespect to that individual. But why would I even talk to you? We already know what they're gonna say. That's like saying, like, yo, man, to your single friend, man, I'm thinking about getting married. You know what they're gonna say. Bro, you should think about this. You should chill. You know what they're going to say, so why even talk to them? So a lot of us, I don't even feel bad for the other individual. I don't even feel bad for you, because you knew what you were doing. You said it to somebody that already. You're asking, yo, a homeless person, what do you think about buying this 20-unit apartment building? What do you think they're going to say?
Right.
That's
100%. So like you said, be mindful of who you talk to, what you tell, but at the same token, don't be scared to share with certain people. So, but again, that's why you got to put yourself in a room, and going back to, got to get Boone's ebook, because look, that's going to warm you up. That's going to tell you everything you need to know so that you could break it down at your own pace. There's nothing like learning at your own pace. And then for people that want to be hands-on and be in person, this Sunday, we got the ride along for y'all. This Sunday, the 23rd, here in Philadelphia, from 9 to 5. Again, we're teaching you the moves and plays to make. But you want to know the best thing? When you go to these events, you realize you're not the only person who wants to chase their dream.
That's the best thing. That's the best thing.
You literally realize, like, this idea I had, I'm not crazy. I just didn't talk to other people that was as crazy.
That's the best part.
Me. Right. And the messed up thing is, yo, exposure will open you up to these things. And it's not your fault. Like, for a long time, like, I realized a lot of this, it was my fault, but it wasn't my fault, because, like you said, I didn't have no grandpop, no dad that had $2 million to lend me. So it was like, I didn't know what the possibilities are. But now that I know, I'll be damned if I stay in the same position, and the people, especially my kids coming under me, stay in the same position. You know, so it's like, yo, once you realize it and you realize the power, oh man, it's like you said, we not doing nothing less. You said you're not doing nothing less than 500K.
Yeah, it gotta be. Me and my man just was talking about this. Like, It's the same when you really think about it. When you really think about it, it doesn't make, I won't say it doesn't make any sense, but it's the same process. It's the same. I find this deal, I get it on the contract, I send it the title, I call the lender, we close on it. After we close on it, we start fixing it up, we refinance, we sell it, whatever we do. It's the same process. So now we start thinking like, okay, what is the difference between this deal, this $150,000 deal, and this $500,000 deal? Oh, the only difference is that the down payment is higher. So for example, I got the last deal I just closed on not too long ago, my down payment was like 75,000. The deal that I'm about to close on right now, the down payment is like 81,000. Both of them 550,000 each.
Right.
But you start thinking, all right, the deal was way bigger. The refi, the cash out is going to be 6-figure cash out. But you start thinking, but how am I gonna get this down payment? When we start thinking about it, okay, we got the deal. Let's focus on just getting in the deal.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you already know there's banks that will lend you 20, 30, 40, 50, $100,000, right?
Right.
We already know that there are people out here. I know I did a situation with somebody that had some extra SBA money. They didn't know what to do with it. There are people out here that have situations like that.
Right.
There are lenders that will literally fund 100% of the deal as long as the numbers make sense, as long as, like, it's so many opportunities. There are more people with money than there are good deals. You just got to find the deal first and let other stuff flow in.
Now, so funny thing that you say that, right? The deal I just did, the 6 units,
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know where I was getting the money from, but I locked it up first. And then when the lender I thought I was going to use, that same deal, he was going to have me bring $90K to the table.
Mm-hmm.
I said, like you said,
only 90.
I'm sorry, only $90K.
Only 90,000.
Only 90, but at the time that only 90,000 was going to put a hole in the player. So I said, yo, we got to do a little more legwork. Let's see if we got other options. But we're not going to run away from that 90K because we could do it. We will do it. So I did a little legwork, networking. Next thing you know, I found another lender. I ended up coming to the table with only 30,000.
Only 30.
Only 30. But the messed up thing was the deal I just did before that was a single family, and I had to come to the table with 30,000. So it was like,
what are we talking about? What are we talking about? Everybody comment same process. Everybody comment same. But just the word same. I want you guys to understand it's the same thing. It's the same exact thing. So you might as well just go big. Now, like we said, if you just want to go ahead and get started, and big is perspective, right? So for a lot of you guys, and I use this model for everything in my life. You might as well get highest and best use for everything. So I remember, and this was a while ago. I remember I was sitting there thinking. I remember I went to AC one time, right? I went to AC one time, and we spent like a couple $100. And like the room for the weekend was like, let's say $100 a night, $200, and you had fun. You spent like $400, right? Yo, I remember me and my homies, we went down Miami. This was years ago. We went down Miami. We each spent $300. It was 3 of us. We had one room, flight and hotel. When we all booked it together, it was $300 a person. So I'm like,
and you got to be in Miami.
I'm like, wait a minute. I just spent $400 or $500 in AC between going, because at that time my car wasn't there, because I rented a car, went out there, paid for hotel and stuff, whatever hotel it was, food and stuff. I spent $500. When you go to Miami, at that time, I'm like, I'm just happy to be down here. We eating wings this whole. You spent the same money. I might as well get the highest and best use. Then I started thinking about it. One time I remember I spent like $1,000. You know, $1,000 can go like this. You can spend $1,000 just going out, do whatever. I went ahead and went to my wife and I. We went to Puerto Rico. Flight and hotel was $1,100. So I'm like, I can spend $1,100 on food this month. I might as well just chill and just put it. Let's get highest and best use. So when you always got that in your mindset, you start thinking like, all right, if I just spent, if I just, and everybody look at your bank statements and your income and how much you got going out. If you already spending, let's say $10,000, $20,000 on in between this, on drip, I know people that spend $1,000, $2,000 in sacks like it's nothing. $3,000, $5,000 in sex,
Right.
$10,000 in sex, like it's nothing. Let's think about, all right, listen, we got these clothes. I spent $3,000 on this month. I spent $2,000 next month. Last month, I spent about $5,000. All right, look, and now I spend another $5,000 just on food. So all of that, I spent $10,000 on nothing. Yo, what if I get highest and best use of this money? What if I do a deal where the purchase price is $30,000? I put about $50,000 into it. I'm all in 80, but when it's all sitting there, it's worth like 140. The down payment is like 10 grand. I might as well get highest and best use of my money, and then you just keep leveling up, like you said. All right, now I might as well take the 30 and put it to some. But the concept is, let's just get highest and best use. You just keep leveling that model out, up and up. Next you know, we both gonna be saying 80, 90,000. I might as well just put that to $1 million and up move. I might as well put it to a $5 million and up move. You see what I'm saying?
No, it's funny you said that. I made a post today about the iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
Almost everybody in here then either bought an iPhone outright or they on the payment plan, $50, $60 a month.
Thanks.
If you add up that payment plan on that phone or whatever you got going on, you look up. That's the down payment. Let's take out even real estate investing. You're renting right now. Why are you renting? You use the excuse every year. You don't got no money to fix your credit. You don't have no money for a down payment for the house. You want to, why I can't get no grants? The grants ain't, no, stop trying to depend on the government or some grants to help you do something that you need to do. They can't help you if you don't help yourself. So again, Derek just said it best. Audit your personal finances. I don't care if you only got one job. I don't care if you're working 2, 3 jobs. But let's figure out where can we cut the fat this year in 2022 so that we can do what? Derek, I'm going to steal it from you. I'm going to use this. I might put on a t-shirt. Highest and best use. What can we do with our
use? Highest and best use.
The way I've been looking at it, like for my folks that got a 9 to 5, most people I know that got a 9 to 5 start the day going to go get breakfast from the breakfast store. I'm going to just say that's $20.
Bro.
I hope you make $20 an hour.
Bro.
If you don't, you already started the day in the negative. So when you start looking at, and I'm not one of them people like, oh, I'm super frugal. I don't know. I'm not gonna lie. If you look at my statements, it's bad out here because I like to eat out. But at the same token, I know when to pick and choose my battles. You know, so again, if I know I'm working, I'm making $20 an hour, $15 an hour, I can't start my day off with breakfast. Or better yet, I can't go to lunch every day and spend $10, $15. Like, yeah, you deserve it, but at the same token, do you really deserve it? Can you go without? So again, what can you sacrifice and how can we set ourselves up to get what? Highest and best use. Write that in the comments.
Everybody comment highest and best use.
Highest and best.
I want to say something on the other flip side of that coin, right? That coin is be careful how you spend, be careful how much you spending, be somewhat frugal, be understanding your money, but also don't utilize that as a crutch to stay in that spot. So some people, what I mean by that is some people like, yo, listen, I only make $30,000 a year. I only make $40,000 a year. That means I need to be frugal, and because I plan on staying in this spot.
Right.
I need to save my money. I need to be mindful of money because I want to stay in this spot. When I had this when I used to work at my job, this girl said something. She said, dang, I gotta cut down my hours. I'm like, why? She was my coworker. I said, why? She said, because I had picked up some extra shifts and I got a raise. So CCIS is cutting me off. So now I gotta pay for daycare. So I'm cutting down my hours because it makes more sense financially for me to cut down my hours so I can still get the assistance for the daycare. And I'm saying, think about it. Well, what if you just position yourself where you make more money to where that doesn't even matter anymore? You see what I'm saying? But some of us are so scared to actually be the responsible person that they limit their own stuff, right? That they limit on the stuff. Like, I'm gonna be honest, there's some people in here and comment yes or no, but a lot of people in here and a lot of people in life are scared to be that person. They scared to be that man. They scared to be that woman where they got to take on responsibilities, right? They scared. Somebody's saying, right, yo, I'm scared to make more than my mom. They don't sound right. I'm scared to make more than my dad. They don't sound right.
Wait, boom, before you say that, because I can feel that, right? And I'm saying that being scared is really just that fear. Most people have that fear of failing. So imagine reaching success or reaching your goal and then failing. Most people don't want to deal with the reality that there's a chance you might fall off. It's a chance you might win. There's a chance you might win. No. But I'm saying from the standpoint of you're going to win, but really, they're not really failures. They're not what you think they are. It's part of the process to build you up. Because before you get the real bag, you get a taste, you lose a little bit of it, you might lose all of it. But the thing is, you learned how to do it. So now the question is, can you make the adjustments to get it, make it, and keep it? You know, and now you're keeping it what for the long time. You said 6 years. That's a not a run, but that's a hell of a process for you to be able to do what you do and be scaling upward motion every year to keep going. A lot of people, like, especially being an entrepreneur or in any business, yo, you go up, you go down, you go up, you go up, you go down again. But like, nah, like if you can keep going even when it's bad, you know you're destined to win. It's just a matter of time of when you win.
Yo, somebody just said something on the money. Winning is scary too. Yo, like you said, people scared to fail. A lot of people are scared to win. Like I said, some people are scared to be that man, be that woman. Like some people are scared. Like I am scared to be that person that makes money because everybody's going to start calling me. I'm scared to start winning because now people are going to start relying on me. Like, yo, in my life, in my world, I pay everybody bills. I pay all this stuff. My mom calls me, she needs something, it's handled.
Right.
Wife calls me, everything is handled. But the direct result of that is you have to make more money. You have to level up because you taking on that position. I just gave my sister a car the other day, but that means I have to have more cars. You see what I'm saying? You have to, that pressure makes you love, you be mindful of it though. But that pressure makes you level up. But when you keep staying, I'm going to stay in my little corner because I don't want nobody calling me for money. So let me just stay broke because that means they can't call me if I stay broke. I'm cool over here. Right. But when you level up, you can't be scared to take on them responsibilities because that means you're growing, you're leveling up, you're making more money, you're making more moves, you're being that responsible person. And now you have the option to say no. No, I can't help you. But it's not because you say no because you literally can say no. Because you can't do anything, but because you're like, yo, I have the option to say no. So I don't want people on here to get scared of winning because they don't want to be that guy or that girl that then has to, take care of people or has to help people out. No, when you have to take on those type of responsibilities, you're only going to grow. You're only going to grow. That's just how it's going to go.
Now, somebody said everyone isn't built for that position. I'm like, I don't know if I really like that comment because I feel like it might not be everyone, but it got to start with someone. So, yo, the question is, are you going to...
That's my folks, man. You built for that. Cut it out. That's my folks. She built for that.
Right. No, but that's what I'm saying. So the question is, are you going to be that person? This year, are you going to be that person? And, yo, Boone is absolutely right. Yo, it can be scary on either side of the coin, but the question is, what side of the coin do you want to be on? Fact. So in 2022, let's push, let's grow. And let's go for it because, I mean, look, shit, we didn't survive 2 years of a pandemic. No masks, vaccines, in the house, out the house. You didn't survive. If you listening to this live, give me a fire emoji because you survived and you here. And that means something. So, yo, if you're going to be here, if you're going to be out here, trying to figure it out, yo, go for it this year. We're not playing small. We're not half stepping it. We going for it. So definitely make sure if you're ready to go for the ride, let's go. Boone, you got the ebook. What's the website?
OpMeBook.com. OpMeBook.com.
And the book is going to be up or it's not coming down no time soon, right?
No, I'm actually, so it's crazy because I had it up only for that night, but I stretched it out because some people said the link wasn't working. It was working for some phones, it wasn't. So we fixed it today and the link is 100% working. So now it's been up for all day. So now it's going to be cut off at midnight, though. I just wanted to make sure that the link was working for people.
Okay. Well, look, he said get it while you can get it because, this game-changing information is out here and it's possible.
You got to put dates on things. Everybody, matter of fact, what date are you closing on your next property? Drop a date. We got to put dates on. That's the only way you're going to hold yourself accountable. That's the only way you're going to hold yourself accountable. You got to put dates on stuff. Everything got to have a date on it. Every single thing has a date on it. Let me ask you something, right? If I told you, bro, I want you to go ahead and make $100,000. I want you to make $100,000 in 6 months, when you gonna go ahead and start?
I got to start tomorrow.
You might got to start tomorrow, or you might be like, I might start at the end of the month. I might start if I say you got to make $100,000 this month, you gonna be like, I got to start tonight.
Right.
I got to start now. We not going to sleep tonight. So when we put a date on things, it makes people like, all right, we got to put something together. But when you say, I just want to go ahead and make the money, I just want to go ahead and buy the house, it's like, it starts getting shaky. February 1st, come on, I need to see everybody. I think my things, I need to see everybody drop a date. Just drop a date for yourself. It can be February 1st, congrats. It can be this Wednesday, there we go, that's what I'm talking about. It could be July 15th at 4:06 p.m. It could just drop any date. Just drop the date. And that way I want you to screenshot that and make it just, you don't got to make it your screensaver, but save it in your phone, put it in your favorites. Like,
Give
yo, this is
yourself
the
a
date.
reminder. No, use your calendar, use your iPhone for something good. Set a reminder, set a date, and give yourself an alert.
That's how I got started. I wrote dates for everything, every single thing as a date, and let's break it down. But one thing I want to say to people, when you set that date, set the prerequisites and the subcategories for that. So like if I know I want to buy a property, but I want to know I want to buy my first property by July 1st. I want to buy my first property by July 1st, and I know the method I want to go buy my first property is, let's say, FHA, right? And I know FHA, they're going to require me to have a 600 credit score or whatever. I know my credit score is a 500. So the prerequisite to that, and I know my the house I want to buy is $200,000. So my down payment is going to be at bare minimum $7,000. So I know the prerequisite. Let me make sure each month I'm going up another 20 points in my credit score. Each month, let me make sure I'm saving $1,000. So by the time I hit 7 months, July, I got the $7,000 and my score went up 20 points. But I'm at a 6 something. So now I can get approved. But a lot of times we setting these dates, but we never set the prerequisites to that. So when the date comes, we're like, wait, this is supposed to happen. No, we didn't put the things in motion. Like when you write an essay, this is the one thing I paid attention in school. We write an essay, you doing an outline, and then it's the main thing, and then the subcategory right there. That's one paragraph. The main thing, the subcategory, write a paragraph. And that's how you set. Like that's what worked for me. I only talk about work for me.
That's real. That's really, really good, and I don't think people understand the importance of that part. Setting the date and then breaking it down. Like, yo, know what the goal, what the vision is, and then just take the back steps. It'll get you from Z to A, and then now you know what's the first thing I need to do tomorrow. But then the other part to that is it's not as overwhelming when you can break it out in steps. I know I need 60 points or 80 points, but when you say I need 20 points a month, that's more achievable.
Now we talking
$1,000 a month. I don't have to go out and make $5,000 tomorrow, but if I make $1,000 in 4 weeks, that's what? $500 a week. Yo, I mean, $250 a week.
$250 a week.
$250 a week. Yo, I'm lit. I could do that. So can we cut out the Starbucks? Can we cut out the Netflix just went up, so we might have to cut that too. We might downgrade the iPhone with T-Mobile for the Boost Mobile joint. You know, whatever it is you got to do, but a little bit of sacrifice is going to go a long way in 2022. And in 2023, you're going to appreciate it. Your family's going to appreciate it. And like Boom said, you're going to be that person that people are going to be able to count on. It's not that they're going to be dependent on you, but they're going to be able to count on you. And that's a different feeling. When, your folks can call you and say, yo, this the situation. Please, can you help? You look out. And you like, yo, I could bless you. I got you. Or it could just be a situation like, yo, this the play. I'm calling Boom and I'm calling Ant. I know they're gonna make it happen. We're gonna get some paper together.
Yeah, that's the best thing when you in that position. I like this. I got this from Ross. He said when you're in a position of power, you're supposed to put people on. I just got my man $600 yesterday off nothing, off a phone call. But when you're in a position, it's like, yo, I'm not going to give you the money, but I'm gonna give you this opportunity. My little cousins know. They like one thing that we did. We opened up an event space for my mom, and now anybody needs money. Yo, come on. Sweep them out, clean up, move the tables and chairs around, set up for the next event. We got $40, $50 for you.
Right.
Now we setting up plays where you can when you in a position and you setting things up, now you can help other. I don't have to give you the $50. Yo, listen, we got an event Saturday. You want to come clean up and set up $50 for that? Yo, bro, I need you to go ahead and do this. Somebody wants to go ahead and register for. I'm not saying you got to do this, but somebody wants to register for your event. I don't know how much event is. Yo, bro, if you refer somebody, I give you $20, $50, $100 off the referral. For like, it's ways that we can help people and help them make some money, but we don't have to give it to them. And that's the thing I don't want people to take what I said and start financing the world. You don't got to do that. But when we start, now we're in positions of listen, how can we set things up to where, all right, you still eating, it's not directly coming out of my pocket, but we setting it up where everybody's winning. Everybody's winning. We doing moves, we buying, and KR said call it transitional wealth, transformational wealth. Well, generational wealth is up and down. We going for the long game, but transformational wealth is like everybody side to side. So we buying buildings like the last but I buy is a commercial storefront space. I'm thinking about doing the first floor, making it a hair salon strictly for my sister. She got a cosmetology. Like we doing things that where everybody can eat off the strength of the plays that we putting together now.
Right. Put yourself in position and, like you said, helping other people get put in position. And then, so with that said, I'm saying I'm feeling moved by what you're saying, Boone. I appreciate you. For anybody that's on this live, you sign up tonight. We're going to close it tomorrow, but if you sign up tonight, use the code Ride Along, and you will get a discount to attend the event. You'll get the discount, and you still get to bring an extra person.
You comment me if you text, like, you can't beat that.
So again, on this live, hit the link in my bio. This Sunday, we're going to be doing an in-person ride along. We're going to be teaching you how to rehab properties. We're going to give you the 22-step ebook. We're going to be giving you the 100 contractor list of local contractors that you can call on to rehab properties in Philadelphia and surrounding counties. In addition to that, our hard money lender is going to be there as a special guest. Newt the entrepreneur will be there talking about business credit. I don't know what else we need to give you, but we're taking all the excuses out of why you can't do this, why you can't do that. All you got to do is show up, plug and play with the investment blueprint. So this Sunday, hit the link in my bio. But if you're on this live, use the code Ride Along. You will get a discount, and then once you sign up, you get to bring another guest. So boom, they about to kick us off. We appreciate you, homie. Yeah, I mean, always motivational, always just leading the pack, man. You amazing young guy doing what you're doing. I'm looking forward to seeing the future, and I want to hear about these deals, these $500,000 and $800,000 deals, these multi. I got to hear about them. I got to. Now that I did,
you want to know something?
I got to
really be out here. Just gotta change your marketing up.
Well, that's why I said I got to whatchamacallit. Now that I got that itch from the 6th unit, you know what I'm saying, this big business was happening, big homie.
Yo, what's up, Brody? Just gotta change the marketing up. Just change the marketing up. Now, when you want to MLS, go to commercial and 5 units and up. Just look at those from now on.
So I've been looking at apartment buildings.
Just look at those from now on.
Yeah, that's all I've been doing, apartment buildings. So definitely, I
switched my marketing to lots, and I started buying a bunch of lots. It got expensive. I was buying a bunch of lots, paying for all these permits, soft costs, trying to build all this stuff up. It got expensive. It got real expensive.
But the good thing is, once you buy the lot, you good, because I already know the other play. Like, even if you don't build on it, you can sell it shovel ready and still make a bag.
Yeah. I got a shovel ready lot right now, right in Strawberry Mansion. Well, close to the Brewery Town right now.
Look, don't give them no more. They about to kick us off.
All right.
Real quick, if you could give them one book or one podcast that they should listen to, give it to them. Only one.
One book, one pod. I like the podcast. I like the One Thing podcast. It got nothing to do. It got everything to do with money and business, but nothing. It's all mindset. Like, yo, listen, how can I lock on that one thing that's going to take me to the next level? And one book, yo, to be honest with you, the one book I would tell everybody, I just gave to my man the other day, he in rehab, Hustle, The Anti-Hustle by Nicole Purvey. Okay. That book hot. That book is good. Talk about cutting all the hustles out and locking on a real move.
Right. I definitely appreciate that, man. But don't forget, get Boone's ebook, How to Use Other People's Money. The link is
over at midnight.
It's over. His is over at midnight. Mine is over tomorrow.
It's been a week. It's been like 5 days. It's been out. It's over.
Hey, get it while you can, people. And then for us, we got the Ride Along this Sunday. Use the code Ride Along if you sign up. You buy one, get one free ticket this Sunday, the 23rd.
I told them that price is double after the night. So I'm going to text you tomorrow. Is it double? I'm going to check. I'm sending them the email right now. So if they don't get their ticket by tonight, by 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, and then they try to get it, I can't help them. But look, they about the Clippers. We appreciate y'all. I salute. Talk to you.